Martin in Oakdale, Louisiana. I certainly hope the judge's ruling against the offshore drilling moratorium is upheld. The president is supposed to be a careful thinker surrounded by solid advisors. This ruling just goes to show that he and his staff haven't a clue as to what is legal and in the best interest of our economy. Well, the judge made his ruling in part saying that this administration misled the American people on an expert opinion as to whether or not there should be a 6-month moratorium. That judge's opinion on the moratorium, I believe, will be the foundation of a considerable part of the campaign, the midterm campaigns coming up, and the election on November 2nd. When a federal judge says that it appears the administration is misleading the American people on such an important matter, that's going to be a very important part of the national conversation and dialogue. As to whether or not that moratorium on appeal is upheld or it is rejected, as the federal court judge rejected it in its initial stage, we'll have to wait and see. But I can't even imagine a circumstance where any court, district, appellate, or U.S. Supreme Court could uphold such a moratorium without any foundation, without explanation, and really in contravention of the very experts that the administration brought in for counsel and advice. Jim in Nogales, Arizona, I'm not sure this president could demonstrate any more arrogance than he did in his conversation with Senator John Kyle. To hold our nation's border security hostage in order to get support for comprehensive immigration reform is insane. Just another example of Chicago goon-style politics. Well, you're right, Jim, but the problem is this isn't just a Chicago goon or thug problem. This is a Democratic Party problem. Right now, the Obama administration is joined in its attack on the state of Arizona, the people of Arizona, their government, and their laws by the government of Mexico and the ACLU. We have a clear, bright dividing line in this country that is staring us straight in the face. We simply cannot tolerate at any level a government that is not representing all of the people. And this administration has chosen to align with the government of Mexico, who is intentionally encouraging its lowest skilled, least educated citizens to come to the United States illegally. They are joining with Mexico in that enterprise. This makes the Obama administration, as far as I'm concerned, an accomplice to Felipe Calderon's government in its effort to drive its lowest paid, least skilled, least education citizens by the millions into the United States illegally. This cannot stand. Arrogance, it's beyond arrogance, and it's got to end. And I am delighted that this president and his administration have decided to sue the state of Arizona, because this country needs clarity right now. We know what the Obama administration is doing. Their actions are transparent. Now, this is the openness and transparency apparently President Obama meant. We haven't had it in legislation, but we're seeing clearly now his motivations, who his allies are, and who his intended targets are. And the targets right now, the state of Arizona and anyone who wants to uphold the rule of law in the United States.